What's up, everybody? This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and no, I have not been lazy. I'm just telling you, I put a note out there earlier today. I have been, it's just a busy time of the year, coaching softball. A lot of work. We've got some injured people at work, so some double shifts, in some cases, triple shifts. I didn't even get home last night until midnight, and I actually started my day because I had to go teach a class for Saturday Academy. Um, so I got in there. I had to go get a vehicle for the softball team, and yeah, no, started my day at about 7 o'clock, 7:30, I think, is when I finally made it off the computer at 7:30 in the morning and got out and started doing stuff. So, yep, I know my screen needs to be changed. I haven't stopped my intro yet. Just calm down. I don't, you can even talk right now, Hank, because you're not. I don't even have Discord turned on yet. But yeah, as you can see, you have no patience. You're not a doctor. That's why you have no patience. But he's not wrong. Let's go ahead and get into the game here. We're playing Railroader, and now, Hank, I hate to tell you, Discord is live. How you doing?
Oh no, I'm gonna run and hide.
Yeah. So this is actually kind of a thrill because in the week that I've been gone, my buddy Hank here, who was kind of waiting for Railroader to go on sale, so I didn't know when he was going to pull the trigger. I come into Discord, I see him playing Railroader, so hey, now we're doing some multiplayer on it. And if you haven't followed, I think last week's stream in Railroader, I restarted again. I'm not down in Silva. You start off and you're in Whittier, then you go to between Whittier and Ella, do what you need to do, make some money, and then you from there you migrate up to Bryson. I've done that. I'm on day 9. Well, we've got 33 cars sitting down in the interchange. Looks like Hank's down here already. I'm playing hostile mode. And I think you play the same way too, right, Hank?
That is correct.
All right, so hostile mode means that when the cars come in, they're not supposed to be blocked together. And that is I think, kind of real life. I mean, the Class 1 railroad, when they come to bring you, um, there's Hank. When they come to bring you cars, they're not going to sort them for you. They're going to just say, here's your cars. You need to sort them. So you can see we got Bryson Bridge Site. That's we already got it from Ella to Bryson, so that's going to be going on to Fontana. So that's the first phase. We got some sawmill in there. We got some Ella farm supply in there. We've got, of course, the sawmill here. In fact, I got to pull. You know what, guys? I had my first incident. And I say this, and I'm not sure. I think I caused it, but I'm not 100% sure. But coming down the mountain with logs for the sawmill, one of my cars derailed. So it was really kind of interesting. Is that I think it's because I was just going a little bit too fast. I don't know. Maybe I picked a switch. I don't know. But like these little right down here, these little tick marks down here, I had the brakes on to try to slow, my descent down the hill, and I noticed that one of those tick marks, instead of being red, was gray. So I brought the train, went into emergency, brought the train to a stop, and sure enough, I had a car sitting on the ground, and you can see, look at the wheels. See how nasty and rusty they look? That's because this car right here is sitting at 28% damaged. So first order of business is I actually need to cut this car out. So I have, so the first 4 stop at Connolly Creek L1. That's fine. Then everything else goes to Connolly Creek L2. I have 12 cars here, but I need 11 per day. So that's not going to hurt my operations down here. I just need to get that car out of there, set it out, and then somehow, some way I'm going to have to do a runaround somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll have to do a runaround so I can grab that car and put it into the engine shop so it can get repaired. So that's the first order of business. 49 is it 49? It is 49.25. I think is what I said it was. Yep, that's my note. 49.25, and it is. You can tell. So it's kind of cool. Things get kind of nasty, rusty. So we do what we got to do. All right, let's go ahead and close that. And I need to come down here and take control of this locomotive. There we go. Whoa. So this locomotive is actually at 98% as well. Oh my goodness. Hank, most of these cars are damaged. 97. It must have been coming down when I was coming down the hill a little too fast.
Yeah,
96, but it gets worse the closer I get to the car that's sitting at 28. So, yeah, it'll have to be, the engine's not that bad. I'll still use it. It's just going to use a little more water, a little more coal. But I'll push it up the hill, come back down the hill, and then while the logs are getting unloaded, I'll put him in the shed along with the car that needs to be repaired. And we'll go from there. So 49.25. All right. That's closed off. Perfect. Wow. So that's interesting. A lot of damaged cars. It's making me stop to think. Because I've got Bryson and I've got some long. No, I'll do one car at a time because I'm even at tier 3. I mean, all my industries are at tier 3 right now. So even at tier 3, I can do, I think I can do 11 logs a day. Let's see. Locations, Whittier Sawmill. Tier 3 consumes 15 cars a day. 15 cars a day. So I'm currently sitting at 43% and only 19 logs in the pond. So if it does 15, I'm going to have to do 2 trips. So I'll have enough. And if it gets honestly, if it gets pushy, then maybe I'll be expanding into Walker sooner than expected. Get in there. Get in your cab. You do what?
this specific locomotive.
Oh.
I don't have it on my save, so it's quite big.
Yeah, that's actually only the third one. It's, yeah, I'm making sure my switches here. But yeah, it's the third on the list. So if we look at the list, the first one, you get the mogul, and then you get the 10-wheeler, which is being used by the passenger right now. And then I saw I bought the Pacific. So the next one to purchase would be the 10-wheel, the next, the T21. I'm staying away from the C25 consolidation. That thing, no, I was not impressed by it. Water and coal hog. But maybe even the P43 if I jump up to that one. So we'll see. We'll see how long we stay in steam until we go to diesel. Quiet with that bell. You're giving me a headache. Now I'm using a mod. So if you want if you guys have this and want to know why is his map blue and all this, I was not going to use mods. I was going to hold off. Railroaders is in early access. I didn't want to get in the way of the developers. And then someone showed me today this particular mod. I went over to Nexus Mods and took a look at some of those that are over there. There's a couple more that I'm looking at, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger on them. Hey, what's up, Bob? How you doing? So nice, beautiful day out here in California. I tell you, it's like early spring. You know how I know that? Because I'm snotting and sneezing. But anyway, this particular mod, I love it because you can flip switches from on the map just by single clicking. Green is normal, red is reversed, blue is the main line, yellow, obviously that's your like your little yard leads, interchanges, all that kind of good stuff. Down to the industries. So got an awful lot of cars down there, Hank. How come they're still sitting down there?
I'm slacking.
Now you can, if you need to, you can use the main line, since that's coming up from Silva and have not expanded to Silva, and we've got nothing going through freight to Silva, as at this time. So you could always use the main line if you want, if you need room.
Okay, I'm gonna try to switch the local ones here together, and then the Bryson ones.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. Is I try to switch out and get rid of the let me turn this on. It's actually warm enough in this room. I need to run the fan. There we go. That might be because I upgraded my processor. But anyway, yeah. I lost my train of thought. No pun intended. All right, let's go ahead and
the CTC milestone.
You know what? I gotta raise your volume because you're soft.
I'm soft.
Yeah. Well, I had Discord turned down low because my daughter is loud. But she's actually in the northern part of the state. She came back into California, She didn't move here, but yeah, her fiance is doing a century bike ride in the northern part of the state. Okay.
Your daughter's loud. I wonder where she gets that from.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's see. My daughter's loud. She likes paranormal movies. She likes heavy metal, rock and roll. And well, I'm not gonna leave that fourth one alone because I'm not gonna bring it out on the stream. I don't know where she gets it from. All right, let's push forward. And I'm gonna pop over and take a look and see if it's finished transferring those files, because the Run8 server is going to go live. It will go live today. I'm stopping dragging my feet. And I'm not really technically dragging my feet because it's been all work-related stuff that's kept me busy. All right, let's leave this one here. Come on. But there's some, I don't know, I really haven't been wanting to say this, but because I don't want people to get the wrong impression. But even late at night when I get home, too tired to stream, I used to go to Run8. I'm not going there anymore. Does it mean I'm getting rid of Run8? No, by no means. I'm not going to. I will still do some streams on Run8, but Run8 needs some help. And I want to go more. I think I'll do that on a run. I'll go more in depth on what I'm trying to say on a Run8 stream. But they need some help. And it seems lately, without even realizing that I was doing it, I've been gravitating to Railroader as opposed to like getting on and having to do stuff on Run8. And I actually, let me rephrase that. Not having to do stuff on Run8, getting to do stuff on Run8. I enjoy doing stuff on Run8. But Hank, I think you said it earlier when we were talking. There's a greater sense of accomplishment here in Railroader. Kind of like
progression.
Yeah, it's kind of like farming sim. I mean, you make money and you can kind of gauge how well you do by how much money you make and how much you can expand your farm, buying up new properties. You know, someone asked me a long time ago, what's end game in farming sim? I think end game is buying up the entire map. But I don't think most maps, even the the 1x maps, the basic ones, are too large to really get to that point. All right, lock this down. Let's go. All right, pull back. Now let me think about this. I gotta get this car into the shop. If I... Oh, okay, I can do my runaround right here. I can pull it back, stick it on this track, and then go do my runaround and come down, grab it, pull it back, and then because and then go push into the engine house there. That way I am staying out of your way as long as you don't go past that fusee that's sitting there on the track, Hank.
Got it.
So the fusee serves two purposes. That's when I'm running AI. It causes the logging train to stop. It's also kind of lining up where where I can put water and reminds me, I got plenty of water and coal. Put water and coal in it in the locomotive. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I can use this one. There we go. Flip that. Also using very low braking force too, so more realistic operation. So hostile cars coming in, not blocked for industries. So we have to do some switching and sorting. And then low braking force, which means not getting on the steam so hard and braking earlier. And of course I want to get down below around 3 miles per hour. All right, so our passenger train just arrived in Whittier. So he should not come. He's got a fusee down there, so he should not come down here. Equipment. Wait a minute. Car. Bleed that air out. I don't need that. All right. Let's go ahead and... Does it so... Whoa. Yes. I can leap a car in a single bound. There we go. Oh. Like what? I don't remember putting the brake on, but I guess I did. All right. Let's push. Well, I could have gone backwards. I'm taking the long way around. This is actually kind of better because it gives Hank a little bit of room. If he does need to go past the fuse, he can. But the idea is try not to go past the fusey down there in your sortings. All right. $315 for 142 fares. Not bad. So $315 for 142 fares at Whittier. Oh, that's paid $240. Arrived at Bryson, departed Bryson. Did I not have any passengers for Bryson? Oh, no. No, I picked up at Bryson. I must not have had any passengers for Ella because I didn't drop anything off there, but I made $315. All right, well, let him pull out. He'll get to the end of a fusey. We'll get that notification here, and then we'll turn around and send him the other way. We'll sit here while we're doing this. The passenger train will be going back and forth. All right. I just fell off my tender. This tender, the marker lights are like right on the edge, and so I try to hang on, and apparently you can't hang on right there. The Pacific, though, I like that tender. That's another mod I'm looking at. It's supposed to allow you to swap tenders between locomotives. Now you're running mods. You got the map mod. You said that works while you're on somebody else's server, so that's good news. What other mods are you using?
Well, the only two I'm using is the map and then the multi-monitor.
Oh, that's right.
They're really breaking new engines or anything, so I don't know if those work.
Okay, gotcha. That's the one. I didn't see that one on Nexus Mods.
It's there. It was one of the earlier mods.
I remember it because somebody else had talked about it. And like I said, like for me, it's like I really didn't want to get in the way of the developers. But when I saw this map mod and how it works, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. And it seems to me, based upon what I'm seeing, that the developers are kind of encouraging mods, and if it's something that's good, they're adding it into the game. So I don't know if there's compensation for coming up with a good mod to enter, that gets added to the game, but I like what they're doing, and I think we need to see that in another train simulator. All right, forward. Come here. Right on the front. There we go. I do this. I do that. And that changed the switch. I didn't have to click on the stand. So that's pretty cool. I like this map. I really like it because it shows shows you which ones are ready to go back. They change color. Of course, yellow is Whittier, which you can always change that color. All the logging be yellow, but when they're grayed out, that means they're getting worked. But when they turn bright colors, that means they're ready. So we can look at the map. Looks like we got one at Stenzel ready to go. One at the Whittier house track is ready to go for pickup. Nothing at Ella. That's or Ela. How are you? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's just Ella. I'm just gonna call it Ella. We got one at Bryson that's ready to come back. Boom, changed. Love it. Love it. SP Bob, I think would really get into Railroader if they had the cab forward, the SP cab forward. Like to see them actually pull that out of mothballs and connect, have it push the rotary snowplows over Donner.
What are they using now?
Well, the rotary in 7 Idea Productions, they actually have, I think he made it 3 years ago. Donner Pass in the middle of winter. And so the rotary snowplows go back to the days of steam locomotives, but they rebuilt them with diesel engines and steam generators to power and defrost the snowplows, and they still use those on Donner, but they're pushed by some. They look like SD45s. But see, now we're getting back into that modding thing. It would be really, really cool to have rotary snowplows in Run8 as you go over Donner Pass. And you can run the snowplows and the flangers to clear the rails. Heck, even using flangers on the Pennsylvania and the Moselle maps would be nice too. All right, let's slow this one down. I mean, it's 28% damage, but we don't want to damage the locomotive, which is damaged. So we'll have to make sure I put that in the engine house before I advance to the next day so it can get repaired. All right. You know what? I can see a need for that other mod that you're using now, because with the map, other than I'm watching my stream in the chat on my other monitor, that would be nice to have that. And go between the two monitors and control trains and switches. I already see a need for it. All right, we're gonna come down here. Maybe I should blow the horn a little more often. What do you think? Should I blow the horn more often?
On multiplayer, yes.
Yeah.
I say as I sit here not touching the horn.
You know, another one I saw was on the Railroader Discord that somebody had made a map of everything, where all the tracks go and the industries, and And when you get in and start using your lights, your CTC controls and everything, where all your signals are. I'm looking at that. I'm like, looks exactly like it came out of Run8. All right, before I do anything, I need to go in here, go to equipment, repair destination, East Whittier repair track. All right, so set that. I'm not going to sell the car. All right, so if I do tab, where's tab? There it is. East Whittier repair track. Perfect. And then get up here. Get up on the car. There we go. And I believe I can go down to either one of these two tracks. Yep, either one of those. You'll see them light up down there. Okay. And I'm going in reverse. Okay, where is... Okay, he's sitting at the fusee. Perfect. Okay. We'll get that going here in a minute. Going back up to Bryson, running passengers that way, which that's being run by a... I think I need to go look at that before. I was just going to go over there and grab it, but I think I'm going to go grab the locomotive, bring it down. I think I need to fill it with water and coal. No, Hank, not that car.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. So the one to Ella, you want that on the end or the beginning of the Bryson consist?
Which track? What's it for? What company? Is it for the house track or is it for Stenzel? No, wait, those are Whittier. Ella would be house track, farm supply.
It's Ella Farm Supply.
Put it at the end, because if I remember correctly with that one, we would have to take it and push it into its position.
Will do.
So I think either way, we can figure it out. All right, so this car is sitting on the repair track. Perfect. Let us go forward and couple up to our logging cars. I think this one is okay on 3005.8. Yeah, we're good on water and coal on this guy. Actually, before come down here, set that back to normal. There we go. We're good. First few days, I kept leaving that one open and tried to back down and to go get coal, and I ended up going down into the repair house. Oh, this one needs to flip here. All right, and that should bring me down here. So I'll need to set a timer too. Once I go up the mountain and drop these cars, it takes about an hour for them to fill. So no matter at that point, no matter what I'm doing, I need to stop what I'm doing, or somebody needs to stop what they're doing, grab these cars, bring them down the mountain, and put them here at the sawmill. And because it will take 15 cars a day, this, other than having to do this and repair cars, this would be the first thing to do, is go up the mountain, wait an hour, come down, and then right around noontime, they should be empty. If we're processing that much wood, they should be empty to where we can go back up again. All right. Put that. Open that up. Take that off. Okay, so this guy's good to go, but let's go look at the passenger train. Actually, and then with the map, doing left control T, it's more accurate with this mod. So I do like that. All right, so right now I'm looking at 1 ton of coal, 3,000 gallons of water. So I need coal. All right, we're gonna go get coal. And we'll top off with water too. Cyclass is showing full. I think it's just coal we need. Or, am I in? Really? Orders. Let's go to manual. There we go. All right. Take off the brakes. Forward. Oh, I left the valve open somewhere. I can hear it hissing. Oh, you know what? I'll wait. Not really hurting anything. I got no cars, so it's not going to hurt anything. I can use the independent brake to stop her. But I should have closed the valve. That's a mod I don't think I will use. I mean, it makes things easy, but there's a mod out there that when you uncouple, it automatically closes all valves. Yeah, to me, you want to call it a cheat. I just call it being lazy. Hey, yes. I'm actually on my way down. I'm coming down with the 10-wheeler. Need coal. Water I'm good on. Cyclass is full, but I definitely need coal. Yeah. Here, I'll... Oh. Must have clicked the marker lights. There we go. I got green marker lights on the front. That means I'm coming at you. I had to look that up. That I guess...
I looked at the marker lights earlier today, and besides the fact they're not really used, green was supposed to indicate a normal service engine, maybe a second service, and red is...
Yeah, I mean, what I looked up, you might find something else, but what I found was that, you know, it was almost like a boat. Green at one end, red at the tail end meant that, you know, you could tell the train was going away from you. But was that an honest to goodness train source? I don't think so. But you know what? It's logical. Oh.
It could all depend on which train company's using it too.
Well, yeah, because that was I did close it. It just wasn't closed all the way. Okay. Yeah, because it was like the G Core in my Discord channel. I've got the G Core manual or a link to it. So if you're interested in as to, you know, what operating rules railroads use, well, G Core is west of the Mississippi. And then there's a different set of rules, or well, it's the same rules, they call it by a different name, that's east of the Mississippi. But in essence, it's all the same. Yeah, you know what? I mean, my little yellow mouse pointer that I use so people can see my cursor is covering up. That's the other one that was supposed to be like better information on like the trains and the tenders and stuff. So I don't know. Oh, I hear you. We done loading? We are done loading. Okay. 3 tons of coal, 3,000 gallons of water. That's enough for passenger service. But definitely will need a larger tender if I have to keep adding cars. So I like the 10-wheeler. I don't know why. I like the 10-wheeler for passenger service.
Doesn't it have one of the smaller tenders though?
It really does, but well, now I've gone to 3 passenger cars. We'll have to reassess. But with the 2 passenger cars, I mean, this is literally the first time that I've had to stop. And I mean, I put water in it earlier, and now the first time I've had to add coal. What's up, Christopher? How you doing? He is alive. I am alive. I am alive, and I'm well, except for allergies. But it is a busy time of season for me. I got another travel game again. On Tuesday. This is, in fact, I actually put the note out there that it's in my channel that the way our schedule has worked out, that the first half of our season we're pretty much traveling everywhere. It is 14 days to spring break, but who's counting? And even during spring break, I have relatively local 2 games to do, and then we leave and go to southern part of the state at the end of that week. So I may have time to get a stream or 2 in. Normally, unlike Christmas time where I got nothing and I can stream for almost every day. Yeah, can't really do that this time of year. So, and there's a lot of flux. A lot of things are going to change too. So, I'll go more into that later on. But I am alive and I'm doing Railroader tonight. Speaking of which, I want to hook up to, like I said, once I get the this passenger train going via AI, I'm going to go walk over and take a look at the server. I think I can launch Mocell now. Hopefully it should be done. Waiting to 2200 to come. What? Waiting till 2200. Let me turn the bell off. Oh, waiting to 2200 to come around. Huh. Who knows? Okay, back to trains. And then there's some other things too, because okay, so the other thing I did too, guys, is you guys didn't notice, but what I was doing and streaming with, I was streaming with an i3 processor. So the parts came in, and that's kind of what delayed the server because my main machine, um, parts came in. I'm now running an i7. I'm now water cooled. And I've discovered that the case that I have is not really conducive for radiators. So yeah, there'll be another little small repair project. As I've already looked it up, I'm going to be ordering a new case from Corsair. Since pretty much I love Corsair. I mean, Corsair keyboard, Corsair mouse, Corsair headset, Corsair memory, Corsair fans, Corsair radiator, water cooling. So I might as well just go get a Corsair case. And but anyway, so there'll be a little bit of reconstruction. The main machine here will get the Corsair case, and then this case will actually end up going to the server, because the server case you guys mentioned, I think I've mentioned to you guys online here, that yeah, I went to get it out, and my buddy who shares the storage with me, he admitted that he dropped it, so that case is bent. And it's got, I mean, the video card's making like weird lines on there, but I'm not going to go buy a video card, not for the server. I'm not using it for that. It's just pretty much going to sit over there and coast. So I have 2 weeks of 10-hour nights on loan. Oh my gosh. 2 weeks of, you know what? I'm on my, this week I'm up with my third week. Starting, basically I leave the house at about 5:30. I get on site about 6, but then that's my choice because I have to, I mean, I can't just jump in and go. I got to have my cup of coffee. Got to maybe talk to some people if they're around, or, you know, read the news, you know, kind of figure out what other words that Joe Biden may have come up with, you know, things like that, you know. So, and then I get started. All right, let's go ahead, open this one up. All right, perfect. So what I want to do now is I'm going to click on this particular car here, go to passenger. All right, click those, click down here to copy them to, so all three cars have that same loadout. Come down here, and we'll look at the station here in Whittier. I currently have 77 passengers waiting, 52 active freight bills in the area. Here's a thing for you, Hank.
Yes.
In a minute here, I'm going through and I'm adding all the freight bills in this area. I want to see if you can see it on your switch list.
It is growing.
Okay. So whatever I do, you get to see it. Okay.
Because we're on the same crew, I think.
It is because we're on the same crew. We're on the same server. So, all right. Connolly, and then...
I am curious how that would work. If I were on a different crew, how would we assign which crew gets the switch list?
Well, that would be interesting. Whittier has 52 cars. Add, remove cars from your train crew switch list using the toggle. So, if we were large enough, is this game okay? Christopher, I'm gonna hold that thought there for a minute, Hank. Christopher, is this game already worth it? Let's put it this way: Hank was holding off for this game to be on sale. He did not wait, and he has not stopped. He's been playing Railroader so much that he didn't realize that his Run8 server had crashed.
Very true.
Okay, and I mean, and that's not making fun of you, Hank. That's just a testament to like how this game is worth it. It really is. You get that sense of accomplishment. A lot of the stuff And like I said, I am going to do a Run8 video, and I'm going to be very critical of Run8. Will I still play Run8? Absolutely, I will. I'm not walking away from it. My critique of Run8 at this point is that the developers need to change their ways. I would get home, I'd want to stream, or I want to just play, I would go to Run8. Now it's been this game. It's been Railroader. This is like Farming Simulator. You have a sense of accomplishment by expanding your railroad, and you're making money. You get to buy more equipment. You get to buy more cars. So the graphics quality really well, and the developers are very interactive with their fan base. Okay, you know what, Christopher, I'm going to tell you, Hank said the same thing. He said he's not a steam engine fan either. Where are you on that, Hank?
I am falling in love with the steam engines. I mean, you can control their throttle so much better than on a diesel. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, and so I mean, if I had the choice between the two of them, and this does have diesel. Don't get me wrong. I mean, okay, if we come up here, right here on the little steam on the locomotive symbol up here, here's your where you can buy new locomotives and cars, and right down here you can get an EMD SW1 switcher diesel and an EMD GP9 diesel. Those are the two diesels. So, and I mean, it's, price is $35,000 for the GP9. So if you have enough industries that you're turning cars on, you get paid when you drop a car off at that industry. You get paid when you pick the car up from that industry and deliver it to the interchange track. You get paid for running passenger service. So if you manage your funds right, you can get into diesel and sell off all your all your diesel locomotives if that's what you want to do. And that's a huge sense of accomplishment because you start with just the G16 Mogul, and then you got the T17 10-wheeler, which is what behind me right here. That's actually derailed, so you got to get it out, get it back on the track, and then you got to put it into the shop and hire a guy to repair it. And once I repaired it, this is my go-to locomotive for passenger service. Now, am I running a mod? Yes, I am. I'm running a map mod. That's why the map doesn't look like it would be if you look at other people's maps. It looks kind of plain Jane. But what I can do is I can click on the locomotive. Here's my window down here. I can click select, which gets me my controls over here on the lower left-hand corner. But in my operations, or actually on my orders, all I have to do is go into road mode, put them in reverse, 35 miles an hour. And what he's going to do is he's going to go and he'll stop at the passenger stations. And you can sit there and, I mean, you can change in the settings. Oops, wrong window here. Sorry, wrong window. Go to the settings, and here in features where I'm at, minimum stop duration, I have it set. You can go all the way up to here, which I don't know how long that is. I have it set for 3 minutes. It seems to be just about right for passengers to get off and on the car. The engineer will signal at all crossings, call signals, passenger stops. I mean, you hit that one, he'll stop. I mean, and let the AI take it. And go off and work cars. Go work your industries. It's getting better. It is early access. So, I mean, that's the thing we got to remember. Early access means it's not perfect. Don't expect it to be perfect. What you can expect is by paying, what was it, $40?
$29.99.
$29.99. Okay, $29.99. $30. That what your $30 is doing is paying the developer to continue developing this particular product. And like I said, the developers are very interactive in their Discord channel. They're actively asking players to come up with mods for the game. And if they like a mod, they add it to the game. So, and they've made a lot of changes. They're constantly making updates. They're, like I said, they're interactive, which is kind of nice. Run8, I wish, honestly, I mean, I look at what the developers for Railroader are doing, and I look at what the developers do in Lord of the Rings Online. That's a 17-year-old game. And once a week, they're on YouTube live answering questions, telling the fans what the state of the game is. So it's like, we had said the State of the Union. They have a once a month state of the game. And then every year they come out. This is what our goals are for Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and they deliver on those goals. And if they can't deliver, they give you a reason why and when it's going to be moved out and all, so it's staying in communication. Run8, I'm on my soapbox now, guys. It's been over 3 months since the last update on Run8, and we haven't heard a peep from anybody at Run8 Studios. That's a problem. But anyway, back to Railroader. So, all right. So I'm done down there, Hank. There is another car ready to go down there at Stenzel. I'm looking down here. He'll run on his own. There's a Fusey up there at Bryson. So I guess I'm going back and we'll get the logging. Go up the mountain with this particular locomotive here. Left control T. I can transport. There's also another way to transport. I think you can type in like /T in the chat. What's up, buddy? How you doing? It's a cool game. It really is. So it is, it's highly addictive. Right, Hank? You're addicted. Just admit it.
Yes, I am.
Yep. Put down the locomotive and back away slowly.
No, you can't make me.
All right, let's go ahead. So now what you can do by doing AI on this guy as well, I can go ahead and put him in into road mode, reverse, and 10 miles an hour. He'll pull this string of cars out. Wait a minute. I'm missing. No? Oh, I'm missing some stuff here. Wait a minute, too. That's why. Oh, I know what I did. There we go. Boom. Okay, he's moving. What did I do on this one? Go back up here in road mode. There we go. No. I got myself confused now. Okay, I want him going. He'll back up. There's a fuse down here. I hope it's still down here. Yeah, so he'll pull up to that fuse and stop, and that's what I want him to do. Oh, wait. Nope. He'll stop because if you can see the switch right here is set against him. I'm going to flip the switch and he'll get going again. So that's another reason. He'll stop for switches that are set against him. He'll stop for end of track, which you're going to see that in just a minute. And he'll stop for fuses that are in the gauge. And that's what I got right down there. That little flashy thing right there is a fusee that's in the gauge. All right, so in the meantime, I need to go back to here. Once again, this map is it's a mod. Okay, I didn't change him. Good. Okay, I thought I had messed that guy up. But anyway, he's moving. He'll be going automatically. We're loaded, coal and water. All right. We're short one car, so I don't need as much space. I just need him to pull out to where I clear this switch. And I can either use the map and click on the arrows here. Red means reversed, green means normal, or I can just click on the stand. And now we're going to go ahead and make sure I got the right locomotive. Nope, I don't. So left control and click on the locomotive. Orders. All right, and at this point, I'm going to do, because this is so with G-Core. General Code of Operating Regulations or Operating Rules for Railroads. Yeah, I'm going to stand on the car. We're going to ride this one. So my day's set for 6 o'clock. It is now 7 o'clock. I'm an hour late getting this train up the mountain so I can go get logs for the sawmill. But if you missed it, I had to pull a car out of this consist and put it in the engine house so that tonight it'll get repaired. So, okay, I'll watch and pull trigger because I do not want to be late for the real thing. What? Huh? What? What real thing? Oh, I got you. Okay. This game will make you late. I'm just saying. Alright, and that's reverse. That's what I want. Okay, and then I want to go up, so I need to reverse that one. So I want to go up and around through the Y here. The red dot there is a fusee. That's where the passenger train stops. Or this train, if I was to let it go straight, it will stop at that fuse, or I can tell it to pass the fuse. So I don't know, Hank. Now you don't have Mohawk or Selkirk, do you?
Not at this point.
All right. I need to go. Well, this guy. I'll get this guy up, and I'm going to walk over to the server over there real quick and see. Well, number one, launch. Number two, see if I can launch the Mocell, and if it is launched, then yeah, figure out what the address is and put that up on my Discord channel, and Mocell will be live until Zala gets on there and breaks it by crashing. Wait, there's no steep hills. He'll be okay. All right, so passenger train has arrived at the Ellis station. That was that notification in the upper left-hand corner. $30 miles? Oh, it's 25 miles an hour. Okay. We're 25 miles an hour. We're doing 17.9. We're good. Yeah, I think that car derailed because I came, and all these other cars got damaged because I came down this hill a little too fast. Wasn't paying attention. You know, I'm almost going to need to get a fourth locomotive. Well, I'm thinking you're using the mogul right now to sort safety harness? Who needs a safety harness? This is back in the 30s when men were men and they didn't have anything called a safety harness.
It's only fallen off twice.
Right. And near time I landed on my head, so I'm okay. In fact, I think back then OSHA wasn't even around back then. But no, I'm thinking about a fourth locomotive because this one will stay up here with these cars, because it's this one is primarily. Oh, actually, this is the mogul. You got the Pacific. So the mogul stays with the skeleton cars, so that it's basically the logging locomotive right now. So either I take out a loan and get the Mikado, or I get another Pacific, which might be cheaper. The Pacific would be price is $7,400 for the Pacific, where the logging Mikado $16,000.
How much space
believe it's another 10 cars or 8 cars, another 8 cars, because I put like the first 4 that I'm riding on. The first 4 actually will go in the first track here, and then the remaining 8 fill the second track for logging.
Could buy some more skeleton cars, take up some empties to number 3 and bring down the fulls, and then that way you're always bringing something back to them. Sawmill constants.
That's not a bad idea. Why didn't I think of that? That's really not a bad idea at all. How much are the skeleton cars? This guy will come to a stop at the end of the track, so I don't have to worry about him. Skeleton, where are they? I haven't found out really what the need for a caboose is. Early on, you have a caboose. I sold it to have some extra cash. Skeleton flat car is used in captive service to supply customers that require logs. $680 per car. If I order them now, they'll get dropped off now when you're down there. So I think we need to clear out that interchange a little bit. But if I can buy 4 more of the cars right now, and it would leave me with $920. RCO platform. Okay, so that's not a bad idea. All right, let's see. Did he pull up? Sometimes he comes up a little too short. So I checked the tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4 that are grayed. You can hover out. You can see the yellow flash. That's the trigger box. So all 4, the first 4 are grayed out. Perfect. We're good. He's in the zone. We'll come down to this car here. We'll set because we are on a hill up here in the mountains. Set the handbrake. Take off. Turn off the air. Uncouple. And then we're going to pull back past this switch right here. Yep. Manual. See, and this is where I was talking about Walker Ranch as well too, because I've been able to pull these 4 cars in, and literally as soon as I park them, they come to a stop, they load up with logs. There's no logs loading on these cars. So I'm concerned about whether, there they go, and they just got the first logs now. But I'm concerned about whether if the spots get depleted.
If you go to Conley Creek and locations, it still says they're at 99% in storage, 23.6 logs. It doesn't seem like they do.
Right, I mean, that's just the creek. Hello. Oh, right up here. 98% in storage, and this is L1, L2. So L1, 98%. And they can handle, well, it can take 12 cars a day. So that would be 3 trips is what that spot can handle in one day. And pulpwood, 5 cars a day. And that's where if and whenever I expand back down to Silva, I need to put pulpwood cars right in here on this particular track. I think I can take 3 of them, if I remember correctly. Maybe 4. So let's see, P1. I could probably take 4 right there. But I know I need, for the paper mill in Silva, I would need pulpwood. All right. Whoa. That was bad steering on my part. Get rid of that so I can see. There we go. All right. Back on the car. And away we go. So not bad for for early access and multiplayer. Not a bad game. I give it about a 9 out of 10.
What's causing the 1 point reduction?
I never give anything a 10 because there's always room for improvement. And see, and there's nothing that's a 1 either, because nothing is ever that bad. There's always something good about something, you know, whatever it might be. So it might be as low as a 2, no lower than a 2, no higher than a 9. But then again, I could always be like Spinal Tap and go from 0 to 11. That way I can give them a 1 or a 10 or a 10. Okay, I think I lost everybody. Are you familiar with Spinal Tap? Okay, you need to look that movie up. It's a spoof on heavy metal bands. I think out of like the 70s. But their thing was like, okay, they're, you know, all other rock bands, their amplifiers go from 0 to 10. Oh no, from 1 to 10. Their amplifiers went from 0 to 11. So they were that much quieter and that much louder than everybody else. Right about now, I picture Hank just staring at his computer screen going, what?
Basically.
And that's the movie, Spinal Tap. Hilarious movie. And then when you see the actors that are in there, you're gonna go, you're like, oh my goodness, it's him. I'm not gonna say who's in there, but you'll recognize him. So, yeah. So this stretch of track right here can take 8 skeleton cars. I'm 1 short because 1's in repair. Okay, Bryson. The train. See how much money I make at Bryson. So, but he can take 8 here, and I'm thinking over on that pulpwood track, I can probably take about maybe 6 cars, I think. I think the cars are bigger. You can see them turn gray there. And boom, they're all so they're all going to start loading up with logs here. Alright, so for right now, go ahead and put a handbrake on that one. This guy's done. Alright, and he's connected, he's good. Alright, everything's good here, so I'm done up here. What are you doing? Why are you moving? What is wrong with you? Oh, that's why. Here, let's set some brakes. There we go. I put it on manual expecting him not to be moving, and he was moving. Let's see. You're doing your thing down there. There's Illa, and... Alright, so he is at Bryson right now. $254 for 132 fares. So he should pull out. There's 120 passengers waiting right now. So he'll sit here for a little bit. Yes, I transported up to Bryson. And then he'll come down. You'll see where the fusee is down there. It almost lines them up with the water spout right there. So if you need to top them off with the water, I can. Of course, got the coal over here, which I brought a coal car up here. This, when you get to Bryson on your map, Hank, your coal tower will have like 30 tons of coal already inside it. I brought a coal car up, and the next day it was empty, and I got 118 tons of coal inside this tower.
Whoa, 118.
Yeah. And I ordered I brought the car down there, so I think one of those cars down there, if you look, will be for the Bryson coal tower.
Yes, I believe I saw one.
Yeah, and that one, what you do, and I do the same thing for down there in Whittier, is you flag the car, so empties go to the interchange, loads come back to like the Whittier coal, the coal loader, or the Bryson coal tower. And so when you set it out, they'll automatically, well, the coal tower, it'll automatically empty and go up into the coal tower if the coal tower can take it. At Whittier, it sits there and will dump coal as needed when you pull in. All right, so here he comes. He's backing up. How are we doing? 2,000 gallons. Looks like about 2.5. My cursor's in the way. All right. So we are going to do the same thing.
All right, Mr. Lazy, I've got to get off and go get my daughter, but let me tell you where I stand here.
Okay.
I have the Whittiers and the Brysons separated. I took the Ella to the end of the train, but it's actually still on the main, so you'll need to back up to connect to it before taking the Bryson load up.
Okay. So I may do that. I may just run the Bryson because I got about 40 minutes left on this stream because most of the people said that they want me to keep doing 2-hour streams. So I'm going to keep doing 2-hour streams. So I got about 40 minutes, so that's plenty of time. I'll get this guy going. It'll be quite interesting because I may have to wait for him because I don't have CTC yet. Trying to think. Well, I'm going to get him started anyway. I just may have to wait on passenger service. All right, passengers. We'll go ahead and check mark those. Are you going to come back and jump back on again?
No, I'm going to go to bed. It's
gotcha. Yeah, I mean it's only 7 o'clock my time, and it's typically that would be almost 8 o'clock. Well, it's 8:20. Would be 8:20, so that's what it feels like. No, other way around. It's would be 6:20. It's now 7:20. We sprung forward, so we lost an hour. So I will probably stream for 40 minutes, and then I'm going to jump off. All right. So copied the 2 other cars. I don't know if I did that already. Let's double check. Doesn't say. All right, and we got plenty of water for this, plenty of coal for this. So we're going to come over here, grab this guy, tell him to go orders, go forward, slow him down a little bit. All right, so now he'll pull forward and he'll stop at the station. And like I was saying, we were down here at the station and there's 120 people waiting. So on passenger service, I'm noticing that... Oh, I just saw something else. But I'm noticing that on the passenger service... There we go. Oh, Appalachian Hardwoods is already turned. Wow, that turned in a day. The farther passengers have to go, the more expensive their tickets. And this last car back here, which only holds 25, as you can see as I hover on it, that's the observation car. That adds a 20% increase to the tickets. So there's already an increase because of distance, and then you add the observation card, that's another increase. So you can make a lot of money doing just, just doing passenger service, excuse me. And of course I did that I'm on day 10, so day 9. Yeah, that was, I think I did like 6 runs just by letting the AI take it, letting it run back and forth. So, all right, let's go take a look at what he's got down here. Left control T. All right, close the map out. All right, so this guy, East Whittier Repair Track, yeah, that's the car that I repaired. He'll get repaired tonight. He may have to sit there for 2 days because he's down at 28%. Wow, Sawmill, Holyfield Eating, Stenzel. So I think I'm going to go with this. This is going to be a slugfest to pull all this up. But all this green tags go up to Bryson. And then we got a big yard in Bryson, so we can actually use that yard to sort this stuff out. Then once this area is cleared, then we can sort out like the sawmill cars. We can sort those out. House track needs to come out. That goes up to where the station's at. Here's sawmill. Stenzel's up by where the station's at. Stenzel. I think I have 2 coming out of Stenzel. 1 going into Holyfield Heating. Whittier Sawmill. So we got a lot for the sawmill. A lot for the sawmill. And we don't have a whole lot of room to move or maneuver around in there. So, but to help us out, we're going to drag this up. We're going to make this poor Pacific go to work. How we doing? Look like 5.7 tons of coal, 3,000 gallons of water. Pretty full. Where is the sight glass on this thing? I was looking for that the other day. No sight glass? I'm missing it? I don't know. Alright, anyway. Let's get rocking and rolling. Alright, zoom in on this one. 9 cars, 196 tons. Why does that not? Can't be right. I think my consist is longer than that. Why couldn't I walk on the coal? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Alright, we gotta connect. Where am I Where am I not connected? Yeah, I got more. What is that? Oh, that's what he was talking about. He's got one all the way down here. Hello, Farm Supply. Okay, so he was working that way. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm looking at. Hello. That's up on the, that's the logger. Why was I doing that? That was stupid. Okay. Left control and click so oh yeah, there we go. And oh, he's got 2 cars in there somewhere in the middle they don't have. All right, let's see. Supply. That's a release, and by where it did, that should be the other one. All right, so all handbrakes are off. 24 cars, 1,411 tons. I'm going to break the Pacific. But it's not like going to Silva. There's no real huge. There is a small grade as you leave Ella to get to go over the bridge, but it's not. It's trying. I can pretty much tell you right now, too, that this is not going to fit in the siding at Governor's Island, which is just south. I may hold up short at the next fusee. All right, just a moment here. I'm back. I think when you want to get to Bryson with this many cars, I'm probably going to have to pull in on the longest track in the yard as far as I can pull in. We don't have a counter like we do in Run 8, but pull in as far as we can pull in, and then probably have to cut some cars off and then push into the next track. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Allergies. All right, we're just coasting right now. We are making it 15 miles an hour, so that's not bad. We got some, but we're gonna try to make it. We're gonna see what we can do. We can make Bryson. All right. Kind of overachieved, but this isn't. I mean, a lot of this is going to be the Bryson, the first phase of building the bridge from Bryson to Fontana is part of this 24 cars. All the industries. All right, let's see. Go that way. I can pull in, and okay, I know what I'm going to do. I can pull in the siding over here, and then I'll pull up short until he comes down into the Whittier. And then once the passenger train pulls into Whittier and comes to a stop, I can pull out and then continue on to Bryson. So, all right, we have a plan. Go up here. All right, we're good. There we go. We're safe. We're clear. We're in the siding here, so we're clear of the of our passenger. Nice. Oh, slam on the brakes. Let's go into emergency. Don't want to do that. Didn't want to go that hard on the brakes, but all right, we're going to sit here and wait. Passenger train coming into LRI here. Oh. $40 passengers waiting here. Nice. So 120 passengers. Passenger service has gotten profitable. Alright, so now we just gotta wait for the cars to empty. 25 passengers there, 59, 58, 60 there, 48. So, okay, these two cars look like they were loaded. This one's loaded, but nobody's getting off. So, I'm at 3,600. I mean, I spent some money and I'm down to 3,600 already. I mean, I'm back up to 3,600. Sweet. I may not have to take a loan. This will work out really well. I don't want to take a loan. And another Pacific. So $55 for 45 fares. But another Pacific was $7,000. But I need... So I'm working on the first one right now, one of 3. I don't want to purchase a track to Silva yet. Signals, Whittier to Bryson. $7,500 to put in the CTC signals between Whittier and Bryson. So deliver 4 cars to the Bryson Freight House. These cars will be delivered to the interchange the next time the interchange is served, which would be the next day. 33 passengers waiting. We not loading? 25, 38 of 60, 34 of 60, and 33 pounds. These 33 may want to go back the other way. All right. Nice long string of cars right there. I like it. I have to think that this is probably one of the single biggest, even when I was working out with Silva, well, I screwed up. I didn't work Silva very well. And that was the pulpwood cars. I didn't look at the industries, and the industries of Silva need pulpwood. That's why, one of the reasons why I'm waiting on Silva, because I want to buy some pulpwood cars, get them up there, and let them just load up. I'll keep them up on the mountain until I'm ready. Then I can pull the trigger on Silva, drag those down to the interchange, or at least down to Whittier Yard, because the interchange will actually be moved to East Silva, I think is what it is, East Silva. All right, so our passenger train is on the move. And this should be a good chunk of fares when we get, because everybody that's on those cars is going to be getting off here at Whittier. So that'll be a good chunk of money. So right now, I think, I'm making some good money with all the industries, but I ordered here and some of these cars that I've ordered for building the bridge from Bryson to Fontana. I paid money for those. I'm not going to get any money back. So the cars will get emptied, then eventually those cars will have to go back down to the Whittier interchange to go back to the Class 1 railroad. So I lose money on that. But in the long run, I'm going to make money because I'm expanding my railroad out beyond Bryson. So another reason why I'm thinking about purchasing another locomotive, and I'm thinking I might go with another Pacific like what I'm using right now. And just that one will stay up in Bryson and will be used like maybe yard switcher duty, although it's not a switcher, but like little yard switcher duty, and maybe working the industries that are west of Bryson. I don't know, and these ideas change. Okay, but I've got this lumber yard up here that needs to be worked. So if I need a lot of lumber for the lumber mill, I can get it from here. Pull the cars back down, and then I'm going to have to do a lumber, like a lumber express, to go between Bryson and Whittier sawmill, the Whittier Exchange. So, but you can see the roundhouse right there. You get that when you get Bryson. And then this is the bridge area right here, so it goes off. I'm not sure what they do here. I haven't expanded out, and I purposely haven't looked at any other maps as well. So I kind of want to be surprised. And this is railroading right here, guys. We're just sitting and waiting. We've been told by dispatcher, that we're waiting for the passenger train to come by. And I see this here locally to me all the time too, that I'll see long strings of like intermodal or manifest freights, grain trains, everything that they'll be sitting, and I'm like, why are they sitting there? And then here comes a little tiny Amtrak train with like maybe 3 to 5 cars, and that's it. So not uncommon. I am thinking too of adding basically doing some rail fanning. There's not a lot of areas up here, but I did find something really, really cool. It's in the northern part of the state, and that's got this little town has a very rich railroad history. Southern Pacific, Union Pacific, the Feather River, what they call the canyon route, the canyon sub, but it's the Feather River route, comes through it. And for $500, you can actually drive a locomotive. And depending, it's like $499. Actually, it's like $600. It's like $499 to drive one type of locomotive, and $600 if you want to drive an SW 1500. And it's an hour's worth of actually doing stuff with the locomotive. You're in control. There's somebody sitting there with you telling you what to do and how to do it. And then it's got a couple of other seats so you can have family members with you as well too. Stop talking about my job like that. What job is that? Goofing off? Taking a while for the air to fill up in the cars to release the brakes. But yeah, no, I'm thinking about going up there and actually doing that. I was talking to my daughter already. Told her I'm going to actually invest in Amtrak? I think it's like $500. You can go anywhere for a $500 pass. You get 10 trips anywhere you want to go. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. I'll go take another train trip, go see my daughter, but then I might come back and then take a train trip and go up the coast. And, go up to Seattle, hang out in Seattle for a day or two, and then to take the train back, and start doing some train trips like that. So, whoops. Bro! Alright, there we go. Turn the bill off now. He's on the move. So Chris, you got to work tonight? I thought you had already left. Hurry up and sit and wait. You got it. It's the military. Hurry up and wait. No. All right. Well, go by Railroader and start playing. I turned AI on. I want to see how well he does. Just because you can see how much water is going down, but he's got some coal, he's got some water. He's going downhill right now. He's got brakes applied. Those are yellow, so I got him at 25. I think track speed, let's see, let's go up to 30, 35. Track speed's 35, 40. Track speed 35 miles an hour. Okay, so we'll go 35 miles an hour, see if we can get him up to 35. Oh, I see. Report time is 2200 because I'm like 3 minutes driving from the yard. Okay, there you go. That's not bad. That's what I've been falling asleep to lately. I've been listening to some interesting stuff. Going UP train. Well, I think it might be some BNSF in there as well too. But listening to dispatch talk to trains going over Donner Pass, and not too long ago, I mean, conditions were right. They were talking to trains coming off of the Canyon sub, so that was pretty cool. Train went into emergency. There were the coal. This is actually in the Run8 NorCal map. Is the Colfax turn, leaving from Roseville, going to Colfax, coming back. Well, a train up there in Colfax went into emergency right in Colfax and was blocking main 2, which I think in Run8 there's only one main that goes through Colfax. But I'd have to go back and look at it. But I was listening to the engineer arguing with the dispatcher. Dispatcher is trying to get him to leave, and he's like, "Why would I leave? I can't turn. I need, it's like one main's. I mean, I use the main to service the industries, and one main is blocked. So why would I go up there?" You and your engineer assigned to MOW? Are you going over the mountain? Are you running the snow blowers? Those things are cool. I think it's just so cool that they rebuilt them and they're using them. Or the flangers. Flangers are cool too, don't get me wrong, man. A whole snow operation up there on the Donner is really cool, but I'd want to be on like, I'm gonna run the snowplow. I mean the snow blower. See if a VW bug gets stuck on the tracks and watch it go flying. Alright, we got about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to be able to make it into Bryson in that time. Easy enough to do. Where am I? Did I? Oh, we did pass through. Although I missed it watching chat. So, all right. So we're beyond. Oh, this is the bridge. This is probably the steepest grade right here. But he's hitting brakes. Maybe because of the turn. Oh, track speed went down to 30. That's why. Okay. So that climb, and then here it's downhill. So he'll coast for. He should coast for a little bit. I saw that. Locomotive made a little jump. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, pick up the ballast, clean it, and lay it back down again. What do they call that machine? And do they make you like go with each piece, take each piece, each rock and a little rag and wipe it off, put it back down, pick up another one, put it back down, pick up another. Of course not. What are you cleaning it? I mean, are you just cleaning like trash and stuff when you say cleaning it? Or are you actually washing it? Whoa. There we go. Nice string of cars. I like this. Be ready as soon as Amtrak rolls by and then be off the main by 4 a.m. So Amtrak rolls by, but freight gets held up. No wonder the stores are empty. Bryson Cooling Tower. Bryson Bridge Site, Bryson Bridge Site. I think he's got a lot of this in the right order. And those darn passenger trains making you work. That's why MOW's work done at night, not much traffic. Yeah, 'cause I've seen it. There's a little town by here. I've seen them where they come in and they'll drop like brand new ties off and rails off and put the MOW vehicles on the on a siding, but you never see them actually working. And then all of a sudden, like all the new tires are gone. There's nothing but old tires everywhere. All right, where are we? I think I got it right. I think it's funny Amtrak stops on your line and then you're fined if Amtrak stops. Are they stopping because of you guys, or are they just stopping in general? At which point, that would not be right. All right. All right, we are lined in. And lined in. We're good. We're good. So far, so good. Not that one. Uh-oh. Got it just in time. Yeah, that's realistic. All right. This is also realistic. Yep, nope, no broken feet, no broken legs. I just jumped off the train. Because I can. All right, we're going to come down. Slamming the brakes. All right, last one in. Go around. Let's see what we have. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. Like we're clear. We're clear. We're clear. We're clear. Cool. Okay. So now I want to look at the tabs. Bryson Freehouse. Bryson Bridge site is this one right here. Wow, it's a lot of cars for Bryson Bridge site and the Bryson Coaling Tower. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to break the train right here. That one. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull up, back in, set it in here, then I'm going to do a run around and I'm going to push, because the Bryson Coaling Tower will go right over in here, so I can push into that, pull out, and then we'll push all those all the way up to where we're supposed to put those. But that'll be off stream. I'm going to keep on working. Actually, I really need to stop, but we're going to do that. But we are at the 2-hour mark, which means we're done for the night, guys. It's been fun. I'm glad you've been hanging out. Glad you've been chatting. Chat is always open. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And of course, just like always, if you did enjoy the stream, please click the subscribe button. Click, the share. Share it out with your friends. Give me a thumbs up. Helps the analytics. I will be back. I don't know when, but I will be back with a Run 8 video, which will be me connected to the server on my Mosel server. Will be live. In fact, that's pretty much what I'm actually going to go work on. I'm going to do what I want to do here. Put the Bryson bridge site on this other siding over here. And then I'm going to go work on the server and get it up tonight so we can start having fun there, guys. Anyway, for Hank, who's no longer with me, he had to go get his daughter, and he's going to call it a night because he's got work in the morning just like I do. I am Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great evening.